All right, we've had the excitement of the Williams sisters on this Monday night in Cincinnati, and we've got more on tap as the Philippine sensation Alex Eala takes center court here in Cincinnati against American Amanda Anisimova. Brett Haber, Lindsay Davenport, our Tennis Channel team, and if you have been with us all summer, you have witnessed the phenomenon that is this 21-year-old Filipina and the throngs of fans around the world that follow her wherever she goes. In the new rankings, she is up to a career high 20 in the world, that on the heels of her her first career title in Washington, D.C. a couple of weeks ago, won some more matches in Toronto. And in here in Cincinnati as the 17 seed. But she faces in Anisimova, Lindsay, one of the biggest power brokers in the sport.
Interesting matchup out here. You've got Anisimova, the pure power off the ground. Eala doesn't possess quite as much power off the ground, but Brett, she uses her leftiness. She takes her shots early, moves around the court so well.
30-15.
Talk so much about the rankings in the live race. There is Amanda Anisimova's coach Rick back with him after a short split. Amanda had a trial with Sebastian Sachs for a couple of months and decided to go back to working with Rick, the coach who helped her get to the 2 Grand Slam finals last year.
Rick Vleeschouwer's Belgian former Elisa Mertens coach. Untouchable 95-mile-an-hour slider wide.
Big couple of weeks coming up for Anisimova, who has been a little disappointed with how this season has gone, given her tremendous success last year. 2 Grand Slam finals, Wimbledon and the U.S. Open back-to-back, semifinals, WTA finals. Had a lot of hope and really put a lot of pressure on herself to have those same kind of results this season.
She lost third round at Wimbledon to Madison Keys, having made the final there last summer. Of course, famously got double bageled in that Wimbledon final last year by Iga Swiatek, and we wondered how much scar tissue that would leave. And the answer is none, because she turned around 2 months later and made another Grand Slam final in New York. That court positioning from Eala.
Game, Anisimova.
All right, so 1-1 to start. You were talking about the race to Indian Wells in the WTA finals. Eala stalking the top 8.
Pushing to get up into that top 8. The top 8 make it. Anisimova down at number 20. Eala has had such a great year, Brett, but she's going to need some more great results if she's going to make the WTA finals in Indian Wells, California this year in November.
15 love.
Serve still a work in progress for Eala?
That's probably the final frontier. You're always trying to get things better, so you're never satisfied as a player, but that shot more than any other has the biggest room for improvement. She gets more out of it because she's a lefty and she has that lefty spin, which can throw off a lot of returners. But there's still more she can do with it. She could use her leftiness a little bit more. She should probably add a little bit more pace to it as well, especially that second serve.
It's going to be interesting to see how she manages her court positioning today. She's loath, as you look at her service motion in super slow-mo, she's loath to give up ground off the baseline, right? She hugs it or she steps inside of it, but with Anisimova's pace, that is going to test her timing tonight. To that drop shot with ease. She is an outstanding mover.
15.
Yeah, she does so many things well. That anticipation, the speed, she stays low, she makes contact early, and also continues to try to improve by the way, becoming one of the most famous, not athletes, but people, a person from her country.
It's already estimated that she is the second most famous person in the Philippines after Manny Pacquiao. And there was a rumor floating around, I know you heard it too, that Manny Pacquiao was going to try to post at this Cincinnati Open.
Right, dropping a kid off at school nearby, maybe?
That's what we had heard.
Yeah, rumor.
Game Eala.
Underway, couple of holds for Eala, one for Anisimova as we play our nightcap at the Cincinnati Open. Seated 9th here, Anisimova, ranked 10 in the world at the moment. This is just her 11th event of the year, Anisimova. That's a low number. She missed a chunk of time in the spring, LD, with a wrist injury.
Right during the clay season, Brett, and it wasn't awful. She was actually on site at these tournaments to try and play and just couldn't hit backhands. So she was ready to play, but the wrist just wasn't quite cooperating. So wasn't able to play in those 1,000 events.
Yeah, missed Madrid and Rome back-to-back, and also missed Charleston before those two. Also had a back issue during the grass court season, had to skip Berlin. So light on match play as we push towards the end of August. And only 3 quarterfinals all year for Anisimova.
For a player that was all the way up to number 3 in the world last year, the final of 2 slams, and you look over her gear. Only tournaments, the Australian Open and Dubai, are the only tournaments where she's won more than 2 matches, right? When you get up to 3 in the world, you're looking to try and now take that next step, win tournaments, be around in majors, and just hasn't been the case.
Of course, all of that said, the fact that she did what she did last year is a massive credit to her resilience. People forget that she took a break from the sport in the middle of 2023 for the rest of that year. She stepped away for mental health reasons, to reset her love of the sport. Her ranking Dropped down outside the top 350. So to go from there to 3 in the world and a 2-time Grand Slam finalist in basically 2 years. Good on you.
Anisimova has been through so much. I mean, she was 17 years old when she broke through to reach the semifinals of Roland Garros. 17. Her father passed away a few months after that, and so tough for Amanda for a number of years, and always prioritizing her happiness and her mental health. And her mother, Olga, sister Maria, a huge part of that.
That breakout season in 2019 when she made that run you referred to the semifinals at Roland Garros, some people forget she very nearly beat Ash Barty in that semi to make the Roland Garros final.
That's a big serve there. She needs it.
She up a set and 3 love against Barty in that match?
Yeah. And key for Anisimova the rest of this year, Brett, is to stay healthy, stay motivated. The rest of the season will be on the surface she loves the most, the hard courts. And there is still a lot of tennis to be played. Another major, a couple of more 1,000 events after here over in Asia. But she's going to need some big results to qualify for the WTA finals.
Advantage, Anisimova.
She has worked super hard this year on her fitness and has made massive strides in the last 12 to 18 months in that area. Eala is so appreciative. She does not take for granted the support that she gets. She has taken a hot minute to adjust to it because it is unlike anything we've seen in a while in this sport. We were starting to get it with Fonseca for a minute, but this has surpassed that, I think.
Advantage, Anisimova.
6 minutes on the Rolex game duration as Anisimova tries to get to 2-all.
Now you got Anisimova that hasn't been able to play a lot of tennis. Brett, on the other side of the net, Eala, it's her 22nd event of the year. And that would be something she's got to look at moving forward, because if you look at the last few years, the load is incredible. I'm not sure I've seen a player play more tournaments. 2025, 27 events. How about 2024, 32 events? That's when you got to be a little careful of not only the load of matches, but the grind of traveling.
I'm not sure how much longer Alex Eala is going to be flying commercial.
It's not just that, but it's jet lag. It's not being in one place for very long.
Advantage, Anisimova.
I thought for sure after the run at Wimbledon to the round of 16, winning DC and all the attention that came there, and then the crowds in Toronto were crazy that she might skip this event in advance of the US Open to be ready.
I mean, she's 21 years of age, right? So she's young. But I'm not sure I've ever seen someone, especially at 19 years of age, play 32 events.
Yeah. mean, if you're-
across all levels, but it's still an event and it's still traveling, it's still pro tennis.
Game Anisimova.
Anisimova finally does get the hold for 2-all. I asked her in DC when she came to the desk if when she sees these crowds, if she felt energized by them. Obviously she does to a certain degree, but did she also feel an obligation to them to perform? And she said she does, but that she needs to remind herself that this journey that she's on is hers first.
I think also the fans are so rewarded by just her
15 love.
bubbly energy, her great personality, but you could tell when she's out there. I mean, she is always trying so hard, trying to figure out different ways to win.
They announced that she was in the field in Washington, D.C. about a month before the tournament start, and Mark Ein, the tournament owner in D.C., was telling me that from the day they announced her participation, 80% of the phone calls and email inquiries that they got about tickets were about her. When's Eala playing? How can I watch Eala?
She's becoming a global superstar and building her brand, and she's going to be one of those players that transcends a sport. It doesn't happen often. We've been so blessed in our sport the last, 20 years to have so many of them, between Roger and Rafa, Serena, now Carlos. You were mentioned Fonseca as well, but Coco, look out for Eala as well. Oh, that last second serve right at 76 miles per hour. For Eala, season average has been 74 miles per hour. That is well below the average of the WTA top 50, Brett. And that's what we're talking about, that one area that she could really improve on in the coming years. Tonight so far, reading a little over half of those second serve points.
Off backhand punishes that second serve.
40-13.
There aren't too many backhands more powerful and more reliable in women's tennis than that one. A little pressure here.
Always talk about matches. Who is it bigger for? It just feels like a much more important match for Anisimova to try and get some momentum, get a good win.
Toe-to-toe, neither player giving ground.
Anisimova.
Third service game for Eala, second one in which she's faced a break point.
Advantage, Anisimova.
Caught a glimpse of Juan Bosch, who is Eala's coach, based at the Nadal Academy on Mallorca. That's where Eala made her home base starting at age 12. Oh, had all kinds of court to hit into.
Use. Advantage, yeah.
Brett, we're almost 30 minutes in, and we've
At 2-all.
yeah. And this game will continue. Every game but one has gone to deuce and had multiple ads.
Does she have the best two-handed backhand in women's tennis? Anisimova?
I think so. It's definitely at least then tied with somebody. It's so clean, and she can go cross, she can go line. Right now, it's the hardest ground stroke on this court. She's averaged 77 miles per hour.
Oof.
Advantage, yeah.
That's a full 12 miles an hour faster than Eala's backhand on average. Got a glimpse at that two-handed slice that Eala uses, a little unorthodox.
Yeah, uses that to mix in some variety against opponents, especially when she's stretched. A lot of players go to one hand because it gives them more reach, but Eala feels more comfortable keeping both hands on that grip.
Let first serve. Advantage, Anisimova.
Anisimova with a fourth chance in this set already to get a break of serve.
Still 74 degrees as we approach 11 p.m. in Cincinnati, and still sticky.
Use.
Grab a Snickers.
That's great setup, and that's what Anisimova is going to look to do, be ultra aggressive, returning that second serve, and try and hit through Eala. I mean, when Amanda's able to set and transfer her weight like that on her backhand, good luck to anybody out there.
We're about to play the 56th point of the match. At 2-all.
We've had one sit down, right?
And we're not done yet.
It's these little points here where that lack of confidence really gets exposed. And you're playing well, you don't overthink things, you just naturally, just the ball comes off your racket, you seem to know where to hit the shots. You're not quite as confident. You start second guessing, you change your mind.
Advantage, Anisimova.
Big sigh, as if to say, can you please play the ad points as well as you play the deuce points?
That's the advantage to a lefty, though. They have that better angle on the ad points.
Though it does go into the Anisimova strength. Back to deuce again. Rolex game duration now past 12 minutes.
Asking her team, where should she cover on this return here? She knows she's been struggling on the points on the ad side.
Normally, players with great backhands, right-handed players with great backhands have good records against lefties. We were talking about Sasha Zverev the other day, who's got one of the best two-handers on the men's tour. He's 42-1 in his last 43 matches against lefties. Surprisingly, Anisimova has a better record against righties than lefties. She's under 500 against lefties.
Oh, that's so good. I can't believe we're 38 minutes in. That's what Eala's got to figure out, how to get it out of that strike zone a little bit more. Either get a little more angle on her shots, or she's got to hope for errors.
15-minute games feeling like it's taking on a little added importance at this point. That was the 25th point of this game. I'm not sure I've ever seen a match hit the 40-minute mark at 2-all, and we were very close to that happening. Get out of here. That angle doesn't really exist. 1 centimeter in. And we have hit the 40-minute mark at 2-all. 27th point of the game. 11 p.m. Cincinnati time.
And Eala continues to just try and defend her serve so well. One of her strengths, bouncing back and getting ready to fight off that first return that comes at her. Okay, where are we at? 0 for 8 on break points.
It's definitely not deuce number 2, I can tell you that. So I'm told it's deuce 12. We just don't have the font for that. We tried to turn it to 11, one louder, but our deuce font doesn't go there. Hey, we did it.
Advantage, Anisimova.
Not things you can say often. Break point number 8 of this game. And the Eala's had 6 game points.
How about a baker's dozen deuces?
Are we going longest game of this tournament? Surely.
It's got to be one of the longest games of the year. By the way, the Tommy Paul match on Grandstand is now at 3-2 in the first set. They're 22 minutes in. We're 43 minutes in at 2-all.
It's such a natural pattern for players to approach to that side, but when you play a lefty, that's a running forehand, Brett. And Eala was ready for that forehand pass there.
How many sets has Iga Swiatek played
Please
this
get
year?
this one right here. This one.
Shorter than this game. How about that? The grit of Alexandra Eala on full display, erases 8 break points, 13 deuces, 20 minutes. Are you not entertained? On the banks of the Ohio, we're up about 15 miles north and west in Mason, and we just saw an epic 5th game of this match that lasted 20 minutes, a hold from Alexandra Eala. Is there any more value to winning a game like that than there is to winning just a run-of-the-mill game, or is that just something we say and that's just baloney?
I think it is more demoralizing for the one who didn't win it.
Yeah.
So Eala's fired up, and she always plays with great energy, but that's one of those when you're Anisimova that kind of can leave some scar tissue. 8 break points in one game, 0 for 9 already in this set.
And Eala turns around with love 30. She is so aggressive returning that is fair to say that that's kind of an early trademark of her career so far, that just from a real estate standpoint, she is on top of things.
Yeah, there's a few returners that you know are going to have that aggressive stance. Eala, one of the most aggressive in her mentality. And again, it's not the power. I mean, both ground strokes tonight, Brett, are mid-60s, 64 miles per hour on the forehand, 66 on the backhand. But it's where she makes contact and how early she makes contact that takes time away from her opponent.
That first serve.
And possible boomerang break here for Eala. Saves the 8 break chances in the last game, has a couple here.
Combination 1 is Anisimova.
That one was right there for Eala. Anisimova's camp urging her to try and re-engage here emotionally. That last game seemed to drain her.
Hey, look, it's deuce again.
Advantage, Anisimova.
8th backhand winner already from Anisimova. 6th game of the match, 5 of them have gone to deuce. And there will be no boomerang break.
Now that is a clutch hold from 1540, and from where she was on that changeover.
I think the fact that, as we were discussing, Eala stands so close to return and to hit her mid-rally ground strokes as well is a credit to her, first of all, but then also to the coaching staff at the Nadal Academy, a place that was founded on a name that made his living returning serve from
the opposite, right?
Right.
Eala left the Philippines to train at Rafa's Academy when she was very young.
12.
She was a good junior, and got her. Did I read that her first sponsorship deal at 8 years of age?
What was the deal?
I don't know. That was my question as well. And soon found herself having her parents realize that if she was going to really make a go of this, they needed to expose her to other coaches and other ways of playing. Made the difficult decision to relocate so she could train. And exceptional junior player. Won Les Petites As, the premier under-14 international tournament.
You know who she beat in that final in Tarbes?
No.
Linda Noskova.
Oh, wow.
Went on to win the U.S. Open junior title in 2022. Got to number 2 in the rankings, ITF juniors.
And we talk so much about that wild card that she got in the Miami Open last year that really changed her life, but she had been grinding away on the Pro Tour for years. And now Amanda has given herself 3 more opportunities, Brett. Surely she's going to capitalize on one of these.
Well, we'll see, and don't call me Shirley.
Anisimova.
10th break chance is the charm for Anisimova. Couldn't get the 8 in the previous return game, but gets that one to go up 4-3. Now into the 4th round here. Well done, Artur Fils. There's a great photo of Eala getting her diploma at the Nadal Academy from Rafa, and also from Iga Swiatek, who was there in 2023 as sort of a guest presenter at the commencement ceremony. Little did Iga know
right.
that 18 months later, that little girl would beat her in Miami.
C15.
That's when we knew that Eala was going to be a special returner of serve. That match in Miami when she beat Iga, she broke her 8 times.
Well, that tournament really changed everything for Eala,
40,
wildcard entry at 140 in the world going into that Miami Open. Defeated Ostapenko, defeated Keegs, defeated Swiatek, finally lost to Pegula in a tight 3-setter in the semis. And all of a sudden she left there ranked right around 70. That was now guaranteeing her to get into the big tournaments. And backed it up with some other good results. A run to the Eastbourne final. She dropped back down in the fall to play 125s, wanted to get more wins again. Now she's pushing, Brett, to try and get into the top 10 this year.
Not bad for starting the year outside the top 50. Hey, Lindsay, it's deuce.
Flat. Second serve.
That defense is insane from Eala.
Advantage. Eala.
Another reason why Eala has had the success she's had, Brett, is her speed, her tenaciousness in trying to get every single ball back into play. Amanda is not a lover of the overheads.
Breaks back for 4-all just as the match clock hits 1 hour.
Just when you thought Anisimova had control, Brett got her break, was serving 40-15. Here comes Eala.
And for the record, the match clock did strike 1 hour in the middle of that previous point. So technically it was still 4-3 when the match hit an hour. I've never seen that before.
I'm not sure I've seen it at 4-all, so I'm not sure either. So it is a battle out here.
Lofty.
Iga Swiatek would be showered, finished with press, and on her way back to the hotel in 70% of her matches.
15-all.
Out.
13-15.
So according to our research, the longest match of the year in women's tennis was at the Billie Jean King Cup between Yulia Putintseva and Bianca Andreescu, 3 hours 36 minutes back in April.
We got this.
We could be there middle of the second set. So Eala gets the break back and then consolidates with a hold for 5-4. This has been compelling, to say the least.
In that first set.
A 22-year-old from Paraguay having a heck of a summer. You can watch that match on Tennis Channel app as Eala tries to end this first set right here on return.
Anisimova not missing by much, but incredible job flipping this set around. At Anisimova's up 4-3, 40-15 serving. That's the play. Go side to side and get Anisimova out of the middle. Not easy to do with how hard Anisimova hits, but Eala looking so comfortable with that now.
Maybe that 20-minute fifth game was extra important. Eala won it and has seized the momentum since. Breaks at love to end set one, and the crowd is loving it. Alex Eala continues her spectacular summer. Third rounder as we come back to stadium for set number 2. Final time on set number 1 was 1:06.
Rafa Hodar was so impressive today. He was almost out the other night against Denis Shapovalov, down a double break in that third set at 1-5. Turned that match around and continue that momentum today. Only dropped 3 games in his win earlier.
Seems like it was like 12 hours ago that Iga Swiatek beat Maria Sakkari, and that's because
it was,
yeah.
Dropped a set and then rebounded beautifully the final 2 sets.
There's so many impressive things about what Alex Eala has done this year. One of the most impressive in my mind is what she's done against the best players in the world. Her record against the top 10 is 7-2 this year. That's outrageous. Trying to get another one here tonight against the world number 10, Anisimova.
Now she's seeing and hitting the ball so well. Look at the position, the intent, the body weight going forward. Players get in trouble when they start going up or to the side. Eala is so good with keeping on balance, keeping low.
That is the biggest vulnerability, a 69-mile-an-hour second serve.
Well, last year, Eala didn't finish the year in the top 50, but number 50 in second serve speeds on the WTA with Boskova at 77. Eala is averaged under that speed.
But if she's going to place him like that, she's got a chance. She used her serve to great effect a couple of weeks ago in Washington, where she not only won the title, Lindsay, but she beat the top 3 seeds in the tournament en route, including Jessie Pegula in the final.
Yeah, it took 2 days to complete that final against Pegula, and Pegula had a set lead. There were a couple of games into the second when rain came and delayed it to the next day, and Eala was a different player on Monday, Brett. Played some of her best tennis to win her first title on the main tour level. Such an emotional moment. Had to call home, check in with some friends.
She beat Svitolina in the quarters, she beat Osaka in the semis, and she beat the top seed Pegula in the final. The first and the last matches from a set down. She had a couple of Grand Slam finalists in the first. God, that's a murderer's row, huh?
Talk about earning it the hard way. And Eala was so close the year before in that Eastbourne final, had a bunch of match points in that final against Maya Joint and wasn't able to win it. Nice to see her come through in DC.
And then it was a whirlwind up to Toronto, where the huge Filipino diaspora in Canada came out to support her. I interviewed her, I think, 3 times that week in DC, and I learned a little Tagalog. Binabati kita. It's congratulations. People are saying that a lot to her.
Anisimova trying to get on the board again since breaking in that 7th game in the first. Lost all the momentum when she was unable to hold in that following game. Amanda, one of those players, Brett, that she'd rather have the serve plus backhand.
Yeah.
A little kept stat.
She's there aren't many players on tour that hit their backhand on average harder than their forehand. In fact, there are only 7 out of the top 50 that do that. She's one of them. Emma Navarro's one. Zheng Chen Wen is one. Elisa Mertens is one.
It's a big hold there from Love 30 from Anisimova.
They measured all the backhands at the U.S. Open last summer, men and women. And Amanda Anisimova had the hardest one on average, irrespective of gender.
Love 15.
Take a look at the difference in how these two approach returning, LD.
Yeah, they're both very aggressive-minded. Amanda gives herself a little bit more time to return the first, but trying to be right up on the baseline to return the second. Eala, even more aggressive. You are not. Now we got to look to see if there's anybody who returns further inside the baseline.
4.5 feet inside the baseline on second serve returns. That's wild.
Fifteen 30.
Anisimova now with a chance to take the lead in the second.
40.
So look, she's already 20 in the world. My question would be, can a player that averages 90 miles an hour on her first serve and in the low 70s on her second be a Grand Slam contender?
Based on the way she's been playing, it depends on the surface. I think clay would be a little bit tougher for her with how she produces her shots. But the faster the court, the better for Eala.
Now 1 for 12 on break chances.
That hurts.
Eight of them in that one fateful game at 2-all in the first. Here comes number 13.
It's just demoralizing. 1 of 13.
And she looks over to Rick as if to say, what do I do?
That's perfect placement there, right at the right hip.
Youth.
A 120 points played tonight. It's 120 something points in 12 and a half games. They're averaging 10 points per game.
It's a hitting battle, clearly, but now it's become a mental battle for Anisimova. And Eala on the other side of the net, Brett, through all of these ups and downs and this roller coaster of a match, she has kept that same mindset, that same look in her eyes.
Eala has saved 12 out of 13 break points in this match. We've had, believe it or not, 25 deuces so far. Party on.
3 games to 2.
Bottom halves of both draws.
Out. 15 love.
Other than have her convert 1 or 2 more of those break points, is there anything different you would have Anisimova do?
She's such a pure ball striker, but there are times when you got to build a little bit more. And when someone's standing that close, your placement can sometimes do just as much damage as your pace in terms of trying to get more length on your shots, not just trying to hit it as hard as you can. Maybe direct some serves more into the body. But right now, these are the matches that Anisimova has to go through and has to start pulling through to get the confidence back. You just can't wish your confidence back. You got to earn it. And it comes through tough matches, tough moments. It's an opportunity for her. But she's got to keep it together emotionally. She's got to stay positive, and she's got to believe in herself. It's so much easier to do that when you're winning more matches.
She's only got 1 top 20 win all year, Anisimova. That was when she beat Mira Andreeva back in Dubai. That was in February. This would be her second one. Eala just now for the first time ranked inside the top 20. Love hold for Eala to get to 3-2. Anisimova's forehand breaking down a little, and she's starting to get hard on herself.
As well as she'd like in the big event.
Thank you very much. In terms of what she's defending over the last couple of months of the season, obviously the U.S. Open final, there's 1,000 points right there. She also won the 1,000 in Beijing. So there's another 1,000 plus the semis at the WTA finals, which you can't defend if you don't make the field. Wow, the serve is all over the place.
The struggles are continuing, but this is where emotionally she's got to try and calm herself down. That's better. Stayed with that forehand.
30-all.
Another double. I told you that Anisimova is 1 out of 13 on her break chances. Eala is 2 out of 5. And another one coming here.
Anisimova.
For as close as she stands to return, that happens very seldom. Sort of a mistimed return.
Yeah, that's the danger, right? Then you could get caught in no man's land.
Game Anisimova.
That's a big time hold.
New balls, please.
Facing break point to go down 4-2. Anisimova stops the bleeding. Ball change after 16 games, so racket change for the players. In case you're just joining us as we look ahead to tomorrow, day 6 of the tournament, one match we were expecting will not happen, and that's the Joao Fonseca-Chris O'Connell match. Fonseca withdrawing tonight with an ab injury, so O'Connell the walkover into the 4th round.
Brett, Anisimova just held serve with 3 double faults in one game. That is not easy to do. I'll see if maybe that gets her going in this match. She's got to stay calm emotionally. She cannot get carried away with what has happened, get down on herself, get frustrated to her team.
She looked like she was getting ready to crack.
Seemed like she was right on the verge there. Well done for regrouping for now.
15 all.
A lot of the internal monologue coming out. She is leading the tour in eye rolls towards her player box.
Let the serve.
All right. Number 14. Happy Tuesday.
Anisimova.
And finally, a second break of serve for Amanda Anisimova on her 14th try. And she's got the lead in the second.
And Brett, this is exactly where we were in the first set. Anisimova broke to get up 4-3, but she's got to get her service rhythm back. What is that, 4 double faults in just the last 2 service games, and this one just started.
She split with Rick Vlieshowers in March and then got back together with him in July. Anisimova.
Third C15.
That's 7 in the match and 5 in the last 2 games.
Let the serve.
Alessandro Hermani in the chair.
Out. 40-30.
Big yell from the American as she holds for 5-3.
That's the game where things got away from Anisimova in the first set. Brett, 4-3, 40-15 serving, and lost her way there.
So 2 holds manufactured around 5 double faults.
The longer the points go, the advantage shifts to Eala's favor. Anything from 5 shots more, it's 26-16. Anisimova with the advantage in those shorter exchanges. How does Eala continue to lengthen and extend these points while she starts to get a little bit more fatigued?
But talk about a match that's been all about first strike tennis. We're well over 100 points, and there have only been 3 that have gone longer than 9 shots. In fact, we're over 150 points.
A lot has been talked about the speed of these courts here, but Brett, playing a little slower this year than they have in the past, where you would then expect points to be really short. A couple of years ago, these courts were some of the fastest.
In fact, last year, this court was the fastest of all the Masters 1000s, all 9.
I think Pegula said a couple of years ago when she got to the final, she couldn't believe how fast it was here. Every year they've just tried to slow it down a little bit more. Anisimova was starting to time those groundies even better now.
So just to give you a sense, we measure court speed using a thing called CPI, Court Pace Index. It's a scale of 0 to 50, 50 being the fastest. Last year, Cincinnati was a 43 out of 50, so super fast. This year, it's down to 38.
40-30.
Now, it'll get faster as the tournament goes on, and we'll get a final number when it's over. The court gets faster as it gets played on. The grit in the mix gets worn away. Eala stays within a shout, but Anisimova up the break will serve to even this match. Live on the app.
Love it in.
It's wide.
15 all.
Seems like it's a fine line for Eala between standing in and being aggressive on return and handcuffing herself.
Yeah, all of a sudden not making maybe enough returns back into play, and that's what happens when you're committed to staying that close.
(40-15). Thank you. Thank you.
Very different expression on Anisimova's face now.
Game and second set, Anisimova.
The world number 10, Amanda Anisimova, was under immense duress about half an hour ago, but she's feeling better, all even a set apiece. No one, if you followed Anna Kolinskaya's career, that is the 18th career retirement that she has made. So what did Anisimova do better in that second set? I know the margins are small.
She really just calmed down out there. It is so small. She toughed out a couple of really tough games when the double faults came into play. She outserved in one game despite double faulting 3 times. Just seemed like once she got through that, figured, hey, I could face anything out here tonight.
There is, I'm told, a peace in resignation.
One thing you know if you're Anisimova is Eala is not going anywhere. She is going to fight till the very end. We thought physically that might be an issue for one of these two, given how long the first set was, but hasn't been the case, and points have gotten shorter.
40-15.
Right off the baseline there with the return.
40-13.
Eala holds to start the final set. And we may have discovered the secret to Anisimova settling down. What is that, Lindsay?
Could it be apple cider, Brett?
I mean, I would never suggest that a player was drinking a beer in the middle of a match, but
I've never seen that.
That's certainly what it looked like.
That happened midway through the second set on a changeover, we noticed.
I mean, it could be non-alcoholic, it could be cider, it could be anything. We don't know.
I've seen players get, what, espresso?
Yeah. That's too dark to be a Red Bull, isn't it?
Love 15.
Never had one, never seen one. I don't know.
I thought they were more clear. Or maybe it's just because I've seen them mixed with vodka, so never mind. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Let. Serve.
That's the idea when you take it that early. Great chances for Eala.
And this would be huge for Eala. Wasn't able to ever have a lead in these sets until 5-4 in the first. Never was able to get up a break in the second, so big opportunity for her here.
Wow. A couple of clean ripped winners off the return, and Eala breaks to go up 2-love.
Eala leads 2 games to love.
And just to put a bow on the story, we can confirm via one of our courtside camera operators that Anisimova asked for and was delivered a Red Bull. That is the mystery bevy.
Love 15.
Anisimova spent some time after getting broken in that corner of the court with her coach, Rick. He was trying his best to get her back focused, trying to keep her positive this late at night.
That was a 67-mile-an-hour first serve from Eala. Her first serve speed has dropped as the match has gone along, now dipping under 90. How about that? 2 break points converted in a row by Anisimova after the early frustration going 1 for 13, and we are back on serve. Gives you wings.
Love team.
Out.
15 on.
And she continues to try and hit out, changing direction. The forehand, that is going to be the tipping point shot for Anisimova. If she can get control over that shot. Oh. 32 unforced errors on the forehand wing, just 11 on the backhand. And shot selection, not the right shot. That last forehand.
That ball seemed like it was never more than a foot off the ground, and she was still able to rope it.
So sure of herself on that side. Now there it's Eala changing direction. Eala. Doing a nice job of redirecting that return. She's got that look in her eye again that she had late in the second. Can she keep it through the finish line?
Good poise from Anisimova after some penetrating ground strokes.
2 games off.
2 hours and 12 minutes. Just past 12:30 in the morning on this early Tuesday here in Cincinnati. Brett Haber, Lindsay Davenport, our Tennis Channel team. Glad you're still with us in our 14th hour of live coverage today. Another pure backhand from Anisimova. This has been, we could put a highlight reel together of return winners from both sides of the net tonight that would be long and impressive. Eala has done a great job trying to keep the ball away from Anisimova's backhand tonight. Amanda only able to hit about a third of her ground strokes on her favorite backhand wing.
Advantage, Anisimova.
Double from Eala. That's her 7th of the night. And could Anisimova now, after all those struggles on break point earlier in the match, convert her 3rd straight? That is exactly what she's done. 3 break points in a row converted by Anisimova. The drought is a distant memory. Anisimova suddenly can't lose a break point, serving 3-2. She was 1 for her first 13 And now 3 for her last 3. Brave redirect.
14-15.
Heck of a get from Eala as well to force Anisimova to have to play another shot. But right now, Anisimova's offense being more effective than the defense of Eala.
Game Anisimova.
And a huge serve there for Anisimova. Hasn't had many aces, but Eala's been trying to break down the Anisimova forehand. And Anisimova's had to hit a lot of them, Brett. You can see almost 50% of the shots going there.
Thank you.
Anisimova doing a nice job of trying to hit through the court, hit to the sides of the court, but Brett, she has found her rhythm here late.
Bottom line is Anisimova's being forced to hit 2/3 of her ground strokes on her least favorite side, her forehand. But if she hits them like that, no problem.
Primero por el lado, cuerpo. 3/4. Vamos, this one. Va.
Oh, Anisimova was up there maybe in enough time to drive that backhand. But she has been forced to try and play a lot of forehands. Eala trying to pin her in that corner, Brett. Had some errors early on, but she has really cleaned up that side with the unforced errors. Only 4 forehand unforced errors in this set so far.
Anisimova's backhand defies physics. She hits it so hard and so flat, and yet she somehow keeps it in the court.
Yeah, unforced errors 32-12 for forehand backhand from Anisimova. Fewer RPMs on that side, so not as much spin, but so much more sure of herself at contact.
Eala has got to have this hold. And she's in trouble.
13-14.
3 straight break points converted by Anisimova. Chance to make it 4. straight break points converted. Anisimova 5-2 double break to the good. She'll serve to wrap this up.
5 games to 2.
About an hour ago, Amanda Anisimova looked like she was ready to crack. Down a set and scrapping in the second. She has completely turned it around. And you asked the question, Lindsay, what kind of scar tissue does it leave when you fail to convert 12 out of 13 break points? Evidently none.
Apparently. And what an energy drink can do as well. This is huge. We talked about it early on in this match. It felt like a bigger match for Anisimova to have to get under her belt. Got to get some momentum going into the last major of the year if you're Anisimova. It's a big ask to all of a sudden find your confidence in a huge match on that stage. And she fought through some adversity tonight as well. Let's not forget, Eala was up a break early in this third set. Nice run of games here for Anisimova.
Game 7 match, Anisimova.
That is a well-earned smile from Amanda Anisimova with just her second top 20 win of the year.
Thank you.
That's a big win for the American. And Brett, she earned it. Midway through that second set, something clicked for Amanda and able to play some of her best tennis of the season. That final 45 minutes or so, won the last 6 games of the third set also. And now it turns to trying to recover, finishing at almost 1 a.m. local time. And for Eala, Brett, it's still been a great summer. Maybe hoping she'll get a little bit of rest before playing at the U.S. Open.
She's won 38 matches this year. Eala, she picked up her first career title in Washington a couple of weeks ago. She has earned a rest. Just under 2 weeks to go until the last major of the year. And so Alex Eala, with maybe a slightly smaller crowd than we've seen for her this summer at other venues, but still vocal and still urging her to do big things, and she has. So
got a long year left for Eala.
She sure does. So the bottom half of the draw is now complete in the 4th round. It'll be meeting number 4 between Anisimova and the Wimbledon champion Linda Noskova.
If you're Anisimova, I think you're okay with this draw in terms of you're going to have to play one of those top seeds, and she's got a good record against Noskova. Likes that style of matchup too. Another hitter. Iga Swiatek looked good today, taking out Maria Sakkari. Elena Rybakina, she keeps going too. She's played a lot of tennis as well of late, and she got through in straight sets earlier.
By the way, Amanda Anisimova is actually the last player to beat Linda Noskova at Wimbledon. She beat her in 2025 in the 4th round, 6-4 in the 3rd. So they will run it back on Wednesday, meeting number 4. Let's go down courtside and hear from Amanda with Andrew Krasny.
Amanda, I think you saw tonight why there's been a big buzz around Alexandra. She's tough, and she frustrated you a little bit tonight, but you're standing here after a 3-set victory.
No, yeah, I know Alex is such a great player and such a fighter, so I knew it was going to be a really tough match. Yeah, there was quite a bit of support for me tonight, so I really appreciate that because I know how loved Alex is, and for good reason. But yeah, I really appreciated it because I felt like I needed a pick-me-up in this match because it's past my bedtime.
It's past all of our bedtimes, but real quick, just to ask you, how did you turn things around? She can frustrate the best of you, and you managed to do it. So what do you think was the key?
Yeah, I'm really proud of this performance, actually, for being able to find a way and kind of push myself there in the middle of the match. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way I was able to find my tennis and start fighting. So yeah, it was a really, really tough match, and credit to her. She was playing some great tennis, so really happy with this win.
You'll get a little bit of rest next up. Linda Noskova, Wimbledon champion. You know her game well. You've played her a few times, and you've got the edge against her. What do you think you're going to have to do to make sure that you can get the win on that as well?
Yeah, of course, another great player just off of a Grand Slam title, so she's playing some great tennis. But I'm just going to try and enjoy my win tonight, or I mean tomorrow now. But yeah, I mean, I'll think about that tomorrow and just kind of settle for now.
You think about it today. It's actually tomorrow already. So best of luck to you. High five. Amanda Anisimova, everybody. She is through to the round of 16. It's time for the victory ball delivery.